Hello, sir. My name is Sahil. So, I will present on the topic data-driven insights for e-commerce business successes. So, what we are going to discuss is like comprehensive analysis of the e-business data site using Microsoft Excel. So, we will dive into the sales trends, customer behavior, and product performances. So, let's jump to next slide. So this is about sales and trend performance. So what we find out, like top selling categories were toys and clothing, which generated the highest part of the whole sale, like volume of the sale. And talking about regional sales, we found out Brisbane and Bendigo led like highest revenue, while the Hobart Adelaide led to low sales, which shows we should work on this area more. So this is our like customer insight and segmentation. We find out the age group in between 70 to 84 were like most active buyers, and it suggested like whom we should target for the strategies. Second thing, return rates. We found out there were like 24% return rates, so it shows we should work on how to satisfy customer their their needs, so that we can reduce the return of the items. So this slide shows about the correlation analysis uncovering relationships. So first relation we found out was like price and quantity. So there was like positive correlation among these measures. So product and price and quantity sold. It highlights the importance of bulk order. Why should we order items in bulk? That's the relation. Second thing we find out discounting frequency. So the moderate positive correlation between the discount purchase frequency suggested us like discounts should be encouraged to boost the sales while keeping in mind the profit margins. We can't give discount at like high level so that it will make our profit margin zero or negative. So we should like maintain a discount at a good level periodically to boost the sales without hampering the margin profit. Below is the table of correlation of all the quantitative measures which were in the data set: product price, quantity, order value, customer age, sum of discount uh, per unit price. We use this table also to present you the heat map. So darker color shows the higher value, lower the lighter color shows the lower value, which are like negative values. Let's jump to next slide, which will discuss about these findings of the table. So what we found out, like there were three strong positive correlations in the last table. So what we find out, in between product price and order value, the correlation was like 1. So 1 is the highest correlation we can find about any like measures. So what it describes is higher product prices directly impact the total value. So order value will increase if the product price will be increased. So they are like directly correlated. Second thing, product price and sum of discount. The correlation was zero point 0.7. It's also very close to 1, which is like a good thing. If one thing will increase, second thing will also increase. So what we found out, like higher price product receives higher discount. Order value and some discount. The correlation was zero point 0.7, also a strong and positive. So larger order get more discounts. And the moderate positive correlation we found out were like two. First is like product price and quantity. It is about zero point 0.6. So it states like more expensive products are purchased in slightly larger quantities. And second thing we find out, like sum of discount per unit price, the correlation was zero point 0.5, also like close to 1. uh, it states that higher per unit prices are associated with the higher total discounts. Like if the price value will be big, we have to give like higher discount if we take it as like all together. There were some weak correlations also. First one is like customer age has almost no impact on price, quantity, order value, and discounts. And what we found out, quantity per unit price, it was like 0.0075, which is very small value. So it states that no significant relationship was there in between the number of items and the price per unit. Okay, let's jump to next slide. This slide talk about the regression model we use. We use single and multiple regression models. So first thing we find out was like price per unit with the gross sales. So regression models showed us a good predictive relationship between price and gross sales. So on the left side, you can also see there is a like a regression model. We use a scatter plot with a yellow color trend line, which is a like positive linear trend line, which shows like if gross sale increased, like discount had a very important role. And with the graph, you can see a table which shows the multi-regression model equation. So it was like gross sales equals to 1.97. It was a coefficient we found out through the regression model of price per unit plus 7.06. It's also a coefficient for discount minus intercept 4.24. It's a constant value. So now I will discuss about multiple regression. So model incorporating price per unit and discount shows strong predictive relationship with gross sales. So it showed like strong relations. So and the multi-regression equation showed us increasing price per unit and discount was like positively impacting gross sales. So more the like price per unit and discount, it was increasing the gross sales also at some level while keeping in mind the profit margin also. So on the left part of the slide, you can see a multi-regression model table which shows the important value we found out like R square, standard error, intercepts, percent per unit price, discount, and p values. They are highlighted in yellow color. You can also see a blue table. Blue table shows the multi-regression model equation where the alphabet Y means the dependent variable, which was gross sales, and we took the independent variable x1 x2 as price per unit and discount because they were the deciding factors or features for gross sales. So what we found out in this model, the significance value of 0 means like price per unit and discounts were very strong predictor for gross sales. Also the price per unit coefficient of 1.97 tells like expected change in gross sales for each additional price per unit. Also, discount coefficient's value of 7.06 tells expected change in gross sales for each additional discount. We found p-value as 0, which is a good thing, which was like smaller than 0.05. That means unit per price and discounts are statistically significant for predicting the gross sales. Also, the R square value was zero point 0.6, which is like closer to 1, which is also good thing. So it shows like there's effect. It's very effective in making prediction of the outcomes. So let's jump to next slide. So we have reached to the data visualization slides. On the left, you can see we made a line graph for the measures month and sales, which shows in the month of October there was highest sale of 1.75 million. Below is a heat map among the measures like category of product and the cities of Australia. Here we can see the dark colors, the dark blue colors were Bendigo and Darwin, which shows the highest sales for toys, highlighting a potential expansion opportunity. So now we have a scatter plot among gross sales and discount, which shows a linear positive increase, which means discount and sales have positive relation. Hence, product discounts help in increasing sales. Second graph is a bar graph. So we use the slicer for customer location. We selected it for the cities which made like highest sales. So they were like Bendigo and Brisbane, which made the highest sales of, of about like 63,000 for kitchenwares and toys. So let's jump to next slide. So now we have reached to the key findings, recommendation. So the targeted discount implements specific discounts to maintain profitability. And talking about increased marketing, you should invest in promotional and targeting marketing in slow performance regions. So actions of for insights in e-commerce business, inventory optimization. So like warehouses or big factories, manufacturers should increase the inventory in demand intensive months to avoid stockouts like the month of October, which had high sales. Second, customer care programs to reduce the return rates uh, through increased supervision of the merchandise and defect services, because people used to return item when they find some defects. So we should focus on this part. Leveraging data for strategic decision, price optimization, adjusting the price based on the elasticity of the information gained on Excel analysis. And talking about data-driven insights, organizations can gain like valuable insights, operation process, enhance decision structure, maximize their profits using the Excel and analytical capabilities, because it will show you the important things which on which our organization should work to improve their performance. So we have reached to the conclusion. A path for e-commerce success by leveraging power by MS Excel. We have uncovered critical insights in sales trend, customer behavior, and other things. So the findings provide a roadmap for strategic decisions which any e-commerce or e-business should follow to gain more growth and customer satisfaction. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Have a good bye.